and hold them in custody and essentially use a foreign prison as a contracting agent as a foreign government. So we don't know. And I'm very concerned about the details of those arrangements. I will also say we don't know the current location of Mr. Abrego Garcia. And I think those are all of the questions I see right now, but happy to take further. Yvonne, if you're seeing any I'm missing, please point them out to me. Okay. I think we have gone through most of them. Simon, since we still have you, can we clarify once again, just for everyone's clear awareness, when the timing of the deportation could happen right now?
As of right now, he has a stay of removal through and including Wednesday.
Okay, so Wednesday, those a couple of questions that we got. And okay, I think we have another question. Great, please send them in. What court is the hearing in today again, Simon? I know that you said that we can't share the link.
Sure, it's United States District Court for the District of Maryland, the Greenbelt Court. It's a telephonic hearing. The call-in number should be on the court's calendar.
Great. There's a clarifying procedural question that the notice that Costa Rica was acceptable, that was in fact sent to DHS, Simon, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. There is a question, if you're comfortable asking, Simon, can you outline any appeal rights that could arise out of his fear screening, or what process may occur post the reasonable fear screening?
Yeah, I found the public calling number, so I'm just going to paste that into the chat right now. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, there was a question of what happens if they reject his initial reasonable fear screening. Does he have any appeal options?
Yeah, so when we're talking about first country removal, right, removal to your country of citizenship, if your reasonable fear interview is denied, you have the right to review of that in front of an immigration judge. And then from there, you actually have the right to appeal that to the United States Court of Appeals. Again, it seems clear to me that the same procedure applies regardless of whether it's your country of citizenship or a third country. But again, we don't even know if the government agrees with that. This is also very new and unprecedented. We will see what the government's position on that is.
Okay, great. Just seeing if there's any more. There's a question. Do you have confidence that Kilmar will be given a fair, credible fear screening?
I think it's very important that the government lets this procedure go forward in the ordinary manner and not put their thumb on the scale as to the substance of the the various sort of adjudicators who have a role to play in this, right? I mean, the USCIS asylum officer is an employee of the Department of Homeland Security. The immigration judge is an employee of the United States Department of Justice. But those individuals are supposed to be given adjudicatory independence. And so it's very important that the government keep to that principle in this case, and that legal requirement in this case.
Thank you, Simon. And to clarify, there's no details yet on what would happen to Mr. Abrego Garcia if he was sent to Uganda. Is that correct?
That's exactly the problem, right? We have no details. We don't know if Uganda will even let him, walk around freely in Kampala, or whether he'll be inside of a Ugandan jail cell, much less whether they're going to let him stay.
Absolutely. And I've noticed a couple questions like this. So just to make sure the facts are clear to media. So Mr. Abrego Garcia declined a government offer to plead guilty and go to Costa Rica, but filed paperwork saying Costa Rica would be acceptable. Is that the right retelling? Just want to make sure you get to say that before we end.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on the plea discussions because I don't represent him in the criminal matter in Tennessee. So that question would have to be addressed to his criminal defense attorney.
Okay, great. All right, then. All right, in terms of legal questions, Simon, I know that you need to sign off, so that I just did a rapid fire for you. Any final remarks, and then we can wrap from there.
No, I think that's pretty much everything.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just take 3 more minutes of questions. We see some questions about Governor Moore. I mean, I think broadly, at the end of the day, President Trump could stop this removal if he wanted to. And I think public pressure from elected officials is common in deportation cases. This is a normal thing that senators, governors, and representatives do for their constituents. So it is not unusual in this case that you will see elected officials weighing in. I also don't think it's unusual that you see the public weighing in. This case has inspired a public concern after, especially that this came from the government's mistake in and of itself. So I also maybe want to ask CASA to comment on any of Governor Moore's comments or advocacy or on elected officials. So maybe Lydia.
Thank you so much. I think that we have received support from many legislative officials throughout the advocacy and fight for Kilmar and making sure the family reunification and the pressure that had to happen for it to be able to be finalized occurred. Governor Moore did meet with the family very early on, including Kilmar's children. And we believe that this public pressure is so important. So we are calling out to all legislators, local, statewide, and national, to stand with Kilmar, stand with Kilmar's family, and every Kilmar whose story has not yet been told. We need your leadership right now more than ever.
Thank you. That was very powerful, Lydia. I think we should go ahead and close there. If there are additional questions that we did not cover today, if you can address them to press@forward.us, we will make sure to try and get you answers if we have them. Once again, we cannot speculate on legal proceedings that haven't occurred yet, but we can provide broader context and also connect you with CASA and others. So thank you so much for joining and for highlighting this incredible, unusual, unprecedented injustice we're all living through. Thank you.